We're getting down to the time of the year when people start breaking out the old silver spoon and start spooning for bass. And we're actually spooning for bass with some of the larger spoons all year round now. It's really kind of crazy technique that's come around using those great big giant spoons. How can you easily add some color to those spoons to enhance the color of what they look like? They're mostly just a chrome spoon. How can you add some color to that? Now, you can use the blade dip and dye blade dip. You can use that and dip your blades in there, but there's another way that you can add color really, really easily. What is that? Good morning, guys and girls. Good morning. October 15. We're looking at 1 John 3:18 from a Catch a Better Life book. If you're not subscribed to the Catch a Better Life channel by Jimmy Houston, please go in there and subscribe to that channel right now. We have about 21,000 people on that channel. Our other channels, Jimmy and Chris Houston's Twin Eagle Ranch, got over 100,000 on there. Our new channel we just started, Jimmy Houston Outdoor Fishing. Jimmy Houston Outdoor Fishing's got a few thousand on there, but we just started that. It is all fishing. There's no ranch stuff on there, no deer, they're just all fishing. All fishing channel is all that is. And we just started that within the last couple of weeks, and it's growing rapidly every single day. So if you're involved in fishing at all, you want to get on Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing, J-H-O-F, Jimmy Houston Outdoors Fishing. The Catch a Better Life devotional, we have a scripture every day. So if you start your day or sometime during your day, you get a word from God. You get a word from God. I promise you, God will bless you for being in His Word. Just one scripture a day, one scripture a day. We have a devotional built around fishing, and we have a fishing tip for every day. And you're going to become a better fisherman, but the principal thing is God will create in you a better life. You will catch a better life. John 3:18, 1 John 3:18 says, "My little children, let not love in word or in tongue. Let us not love in word or in tongue, but in deed and in truth." Don't talk it, do it. Don't talk it, do it. Let us not love in word or in tongue, but let us love in deed and in truth. In the fall and early winter, bass can be really, really simple and easy to catch, especially when they hit the bank and start to fill up on shad. They go into the fall shad feed. Once they do that, they're gorging up for the winter time, and they really become easy to catch. Generally, we can simply crank small square bill crankbaits like a shallow smoothie, Lucky Strike shallow smoothie, or medium deep diving crankbaits, and whack them. We can hack them with those little crankbaits. They ought to be shad colored, obviously. Another super technique is stroking a lipless crankbait, like a rattle trap or a Lucky Strike mimic. Stroking that bait. You stroke that bait we let that bait fall on tight line. You keep your line tight as it falls in case you get a bite on the fall. You let that fall, and then you stroke your rod tip up high real quickly, real fast. That bait's going down, falling down, and then you stroke your rod tip right back up to the top. That is a dynamite technique. It's a dynamite technique, but trust me, it's a lot of work. It's hard to do. You can do that same technique with a jig also. You throw that jig out there, let it fall away to the bottom, stroke your rod tip up real high, let it fall again. Stroke your rod tip up real high. That bait's going down, all of a sudden it's just taking off in a frenzy, taking off. It's a great technique. It works really good, but to be honest with you, they better be biting it pretty quick because you're going to get tired of doing it very, very quick. It's a lot of work, It also takes some work to show God's love. To show that we have God's love in our heart takes some work, It's easy to talk a good game, but it's another thing to put that love into action by doing something good for somebody else, by doing a good deed. By actually doing something good out of love, just out of love for somebody else. This day and time, it's so much easier just to give a little money, let somebody else do the work. Donate a little money, let somebody else do the work. But remember, as my buddy Jerry Cox comments on here all the time to me, Jimmy, God knows your heart. God knows your heart. So remember, God knows your heart. Do something good for somebody today and see what happens. God knows your heart. God's going to be watching. God will bless you for doing something good today. To put God's love into action in deed and in truth. Wow, isn't that great? Okay, our tip for today, spoons. Most spoons are simply silver. We fish them a lot of different ways. We're fishing a big big spoons right now, and as well as jigging spoons. So you got a lot of different ways you can fish a spoon. Most of them are simply chrome. They're silver. You can add mylar reflective strips of red or yellow to enhance the color of your spoons. Mylar strips, you put a strip down the middle, you can actually make a cross on there if you want to do that, make a cross on there. And you can also dip them in dip and dye blade dip. Dip and dye makes a blade dip for dipping spinnerbait blades in there. You can dip your spoons in that also and add color. Maybe add a little chartreuse to the tip of it or a little red to the tip of it. Anytime you add red to a bait, that's a good deal, because in most shallow water applications, red and blue are the two colors that the fish can see the best. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, I sure do love you.